Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? Oh, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. I would like to start off today's show with letting you know that I'm having issues with my eyes. Okay, y'all already know I wear contacts, and the last 2 days ain't been the best couple of days. The light is messing with me. I can't put my contacts in. So I am here off screen because I don't want to be in a dark room with my glasses on, y'all trying to look at me. Okay. So this is what we're doing today. All right. Hopefully, 2 days of rest, my eyes should be back to normal. But listen, I want to talk to y'all today about all of these colorism antics. Like, listen, people are trying to play, and the universe is just smacking them on the hand and smacking them in the face, saying, listen, we're not doing this with you today. We're not doing this with you, the colorist of the world. Not today. The year just started, and we ain't got time for this bullshit, this buffoonery. Okay. So anyway, before we begin today's show, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this intro, and yeah, then we're gonna get on with the colorism antics so far of 2023. It's just, I guess, I don't know. Okay, guys, so look, where do we even fucking begin? Hold on, sorry. So as I said previously, y'all know I really don't like not to be on screen, but like I said, I'm having contact issues today, issues with my contact lenses, issues with light since yesterday. So this is just what we're doing. I didn't want to have to keep pushing it back until my eyes feel better, right? So here we are. I'm here to talk to you guys. Hello, everyone in the chat. I see you all. I see you all. Okay. I want to talk to y'all today about the colorism antics and the gaslighting that was attempted on this young lady over the weekend. How this young lady, her name, she's a rapper. Hold on. Her name is, what is it? Mona Leo. I don't know, girl. She's from Houston. Anyway, on this girl named Mona Leo, as well as, by Megan James. You might know who she is. You might not. Probably won't. She was on Bad Girls Club. And then double down on Masika Khalid. Just a whole bunch of girls who aren't even, I don't even understand, who are just nasty in spirit, nasty in nature, complaining about, they've dealt with colorism. I'm sorry. They've dealt with reverse colorism, and that's a thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, what the fuck are we talking about? At the end of the day, that's like white people saying reverse racism. We're not even playing these games with y'all. And karma, the universe, I don't know, Black Twitter, whatever the fuck, came back with the answer to their foolishness, right? Because they was out here all weekend acting a fucking mess, right? And Black Twitter came back with the destruction of some viral TikTok chef. Y'all know I hardly even know how to use TikTok, child. But some viral chef called like Chef Way or some shit, and all his colorism antics, I guess, to try to show like, are y'all stupid? Are y'all just what? Like what? I don't understand about people like that. It's like, it's not really colorism that got people not fucking with you. It's your nasty ass attitude. It's your nasty ass Masika, nasty ass attitude that will have people, whether she was in, I can imagine when she was in school, just being a nasty bitch. Honestly, let's not even play these games. The Megan James of the world. That's why she was on Bad Girls Club. Just being the equivalent of what's her name? Hazel E. Just being a Hazel E. Somebody told you growing up, your mama, your grandmother, somebody told you growing up that you were light skinned and you were beautiful and you was better than everybody, and you acted that way and you acted like an asshole, and people treated you like the asshole you act like. And instead of dealing with the reality, that's what I swear to you, it's always this. Instead of dealing with the reality of, I'm just a horrible person, people don't like me because I'm a horrible person, not necessarily because you light skin, just because you're a fucking asshole bitch and you're trying to put other people down because they aren't as light of you. Side note, they not even that light. Can we be honest? They're that, like, I've seen lighter that know how to act. It don't make no sense. Why is it always the almost high yellow that don't know how to fucking act? I swear to you, I know whole way lighter girls than them that comprehend English. They comprehend the comprehension. We have a whole princess living in our country right now. Okay? Right now, a whole fucking princess living in our country right fucking now. That is here. Well, she's from our country. That is here because the people over there still see her as black. She did a whole documentary telling us about the delusions she had to go through growing up, not realizing that not tapping into her blackness enough. Child, listen, I can't deal with this stupidity. I was up last night watching this show, Jenny and Georgia and Jenny. I don't know what the hell. And listen, let's focus. Let me focus because I'm about to go off. How are y'all doing? I ain't see y'all in a couple of days. Like I said, I know y'all ain't seeing me, but for the people who just got into the room, for the people who just got into the room, I am having contact issues for the last 2 days. My eyes hurt, y'all. I can't put my contacts in. Hopefully I'll be better by tomorrow. But I didn't want to have to keep pushing the live back, because of that. So here I am. I will be off screen today. Yeah. I also have some amazing news that happened yesterday, but I think I'm gonna keep that under my belt. But just know things are pushing, things are moving. I am so fucking excited. But anyway, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and all that good shit, right? So I'm gonna read this article. Listen, I'm not gonna pull up Megan Jane. I'm not gonna pull up her YouTube page. I'm not gonna do none of that shit, right? So she has a little podcast. Right, she has a podcast. Not this girl on the screen. This girl on the screen is who she was interviewing in her podcast, right? So she has a little YouTube show, podcast, whatever's clever, child. She has a little podcast. She's trying to be controversial, whatever. So she sat up there. First, she went and asked this girl. We're gonna read the article. She went and asked this girl, Mona Leo. Yeah, that's it, Mona Leo, if she believed in colorism, right? I don't understand. Like, I need us to even stop engaging with these bitches when they ask stupid ass questions like this. Because, like, I would ask her, do you believe in colorism? Like, you're not going to set me up for failure. I would just look at her like she was crazy. And then the funniest part is the nigga behind her, the dark skinned nigga behind her, cheering her stupid ass on as she's talking about her being teased in school and the black girls saying, oh, go over with the white girls. Girl, please, you are way too ghetto. Let's be very clear. She is way too ghetto to have only hung out with a bunch of white girls. Okay? Like, it's the delusion for me. It's the delusion for me that she's so lied that it's just unbearable, and black people don't know what to do with the likes of her. Like, she's like, I'm not even mixed, bitch. No one is confusing you with being mixed. It is the delusion of inclusion. Or it is the delusion of trying to be other, and then mad that people treat you like shit because you were more than likely an asshole, and down and talking shit about them and their complexion, and probably calling them African booty scratchers. Child, I don't even know, but you know, the likes of Masika and all of them was doing all that ghetto dumb shit. And then they wonder why people don't like them. Like, ma'am, it has absolutely nothing to do with your complexion, and way more to do with the fact that you are a horrible human being. Hold on one second. I got a call. Hold on. I guess not. Okay. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I hate when people call me, especially at this time of the day. Okay, never mind. All right, so let's go ahead and read this article, and then we will continue on with the show. Like I said, we're talking about the situation, then we're talking about the smack in the face they got when this chef Colorism Antics came out. Child, listen, it's literally like, I saw somebody write this yesterday on Twitter. Shout out. I hope y'all follow me on Twitter, because I be tweeting a lot. I like to tweet. Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Nonetheless, that somebody said a lot of these black men built their whole platform, especially between 2010 and like 2018, you know, tearing down black women, talking shit to black women, while, you know, just to build up their platform. And now that everybody's all pro-black and all of this shit, everybody, I've learned. My dude, you wasn't supposed to be ignorant in the first place. Like, I don't even comprehend it, to even be like, oh, he was young, he didn't know no better. Like, who raised y'all? Like, this is, I'm like, I don't give a shit if the little boy, if the guy is 15, 26, 36, or 46. If he anti-black, he anti-black. End of fucking story. If you're anti-black, you're anti-black. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, that's just what it is, right? And trying to make excuses for your anti-blackness because you were nasty and horrible to black people, like the Masikas and the Megan Jameses and the Hazel E's of the world, because you were nasty and horrible to darker skinned black women, right? You were nasty and horrible to them growing up, so they in turn treated you the same way you thought you was going to treat them, and tried to make that why you don't like darker skinned black women, calling them monkeys, calling them all this crazy shit, them as in us, because I'm a dark skinned black woman, calling, but you know what I mean, calling, you know, the girls they went to school with all of these names, and then trying to, like, really the delusion of it all. It's fucking baffling to me a lot of the times, but whatever. These bitches ain't raised right. That's what they just not raised right. It's not okay, but we understand. So Mona Leo says industry is easier for light-skinned female rappers. Listen, the reality is she shouldn't have asked me that dumbass question to begin with. Honestly, I ain't even gonna hold you. Don't ask me a stupid ass question, because you already know the answers. You already know the answer. That's why you got a million fucking dolls that look exactly the same. That's why you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here. We live in a very anti-black, even in our, especially in our own community. Fuck our own community. Look at the Indian community. Right? Like the Indians, as in India, look at their caste system and how that shit is set up and how that shit works. Just, they're like, for real. I don't want to have to explain history, because y'all niggas ain't stupid. Yo, why I don't even want to tell y'all, because I'm embarrassed that somebody told me this dumb shit, and I was just like, oh, like the ignorance of some people, I swear. Anyway, let's read the article. The Houston rapper explains the historical nature of colorism that impacts women today. And I love the fact, I ain't gonna hold you, that Miss Mona Leo stood her ground, okay, stood her ground and had the common sense that God gave her. Right, the look of her face on bitch, not today, when Megan was out here trying to cry and be a victim of dark. Like, it is wild. Like, literally was up there trying, I'm the victim of, I'm victimized by the dark skinned women who I've come across in my life, because, and it's not, so I've experienced reverse colorism. You sound like Blue Lives Matter. You sound like Caucasian people all day. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, these aren't even the lightest of the lightest. I swear to you, these bitches got one bit. Megan James is the fucking same complexion of my child. They not like, are you fucking serious? There are girls who are so much lighter than you, boo, and they are not that ignorant. Like, what the fuck? You get one drop of light skin and you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know what to do with yourself. These are the ones who walk around with umbrellas. These are the ones that walk around with umbrellas in the summertime so they don't dark it up. But they don't understand, but they don't believe in colorism. Get the out of here with that foolishness. Cut it out. Tell it to somebody who don't know no better. Hold on. I want to pull this up with another thing because I want to keep her picture up. I want to keep this beautiful black woman's picture up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull an okay, so I'm gonna read the article on another screen because like I said, I want to pull her picture up. Hold on, let me close this out. Okay, so Houston rapper, hold on, who broke out early in 2021 with her debut single, "Beating Down Your Block," stopped by the Hollywood Group Chat podcast to talk with Megan James and Chad Black. Of course, a nigga named Chad Black as he want to be, but anyway, about a variety of topics. Social media users quickly circulated a clip from the show where the 21-year-old rapper tried to explain colorism to the host and how, in her opinion, it is easier for light-skinned women to succeed in the music industry. My dude. Not even just the music industry, just in general. That is the nature of colorism. The closer you are to whiteness, like it, and it's like again, it's not like curse these girls out because they know what they're doing. I saw girls trying to like drop definitions and shit. They are fully aware of the definitions. Okay, it's like trying to explain racism to white people who just don't want to deal with the fact that they grew up racist. They have these racist thoughts, ideas. Their grandparents grew up like that. Their parents grew up like that and taught them that, but they don't want to admit to the fact that they are racist. What the fuck? Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Okay. The conversation had several stops and starts as James quickly tried to turn the tables on Mona Leo by claiming that she had been bullied by dark-skinned women throughout her life. She called it reverse racism. However, Mona Leo was surgically precise in explaining how beauty standards are typically based off the white standard of beauty for women, and that darker-skinned Black women do not fit that mold. She said, in quotations, dark-skinned people experience a completely different experience than people who are light-skinned. And that is just like the bottom line. And that is where the issue of colorism come in for sure, she explained. Like, that's it. Point blank in the story. Like, what the fuck is she told? What anything else is just purposeful ignorance, right? Anything else is purposeful ignorance of the fact, or not just wanting to deal with who you are as a person, right? Not wanting to deal with the bias that was embedded into you. Again, just like these white people who do this shit, the bias that was embedded in you throughout your life. Because like I said, I know a plethora of people far fucking lighter than her who got the common sense God gave them, because it's just a matter of fact. It's not, there's no nuance. There's no nuance in this. There is no fucking nuance in this. It's just is what it is. Okay. Anyway, James, who frequently interrupted the conversation, again because she needed to get her perspective out there, because this is delusion that she's been telling herself since she was a little girl, that the darkies don't like me, when you've been picking on girls your whole fucking life. I believe 1,000%. Look at Masika. What I wish I would have screenshotted. Masika said some horrible colorist shit all the fucking time, right? You've been saying some horrible shit to people probably since you were a little fucking girl, right? And then these girls say something back to you, and they're the problem, right? Right? It's they're the problem, right? Come on, get out of here with the foolishness of it all. Let's continue. James, who frequently interrupted the conversation, that presented the idea that the issue is only prevalent among women who claim that darker skinned male rappers have it easier than light skinned male rappers, specifically Drake. What? That's like a culture thing, Mona Leo explained. That's a culture thing that we're doing recently. But as far as colorism specifically, the colorism against Black women specifically, you got to keep saying this because these people want to pretend like they don't have the common sense God gave them. They do, they just biased, okay? Anyway, that's something that dates back far beyond. Again, it dates back to the fucking plantation, but we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with that. As far as what women are doing, I'm not gonna lie. It's easier for a light-skinned woman to make it as a rapper and to navigate the music industry. She then explained that she wouldn't consider herself dark-skinned, but call herself right in the middle, and says that many dark-skinned female rappers are lyrically and have great visual and still struggle. Okay, so she considered herself brown skin. I don't really consider her brown skin, but cool. She considered herself brown skin, but apparently, the gag is okay. Peep game that Megan James did not consider her brown skin, because if Megan James considered her brown skin, Megan James wouldn't even asked her this question. Okay, Megan James asked her this question because she considered her a little darky, and she wanted to ask her, so she can stir up some fucking controversy with her stupid ass. I done seen Megan James on Celebrity, what it was, on Bad Girls Club, of course, and on, well, I really don't watch on Bad Girls Club, but y'all know I love that Celebrity Boot Camp. Her ass was on there before with her stupid ass, and we know she's stupid because she was on that show, and I just remember her being dumb. Anyway, then she said, you notice the pattern? Mona Leo ultimately said, colorism in the music industry has been an ongoing topic for years in the hip-hop industry. The question was reignited by the release of the song Yellow Bone by Danny Lee. Said he never had a lit B, so he had to switch. She sang in 2021. The song was ultimately panned by fans, and her career has yet to recover. The lyrics were particularly messy when it revealed that Danny Lee was dating the baby, whose girlfriend at the time was dark-skinned. The couple later had a baby and very messy breakup. See, apparently that colorism ain't really help her. I ain't seen Mimi get put out of fucking house. Anyway, last year, Sukanya appeared in the Big Brother Homie House podcast, where she too addressed the issue. She said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I think the biggest obstacle is colorism. And I'm going to just tell y'all the truth, because I would like to laugh and kiki with y'all. But colorism is one of the biggest obstacles that not just myself, but a lot of females in the industry go through, this 30-something-year-old shared. She added that many people like to ignore the issue by claiming that it's not real. However, the star argued it does affect us, and that's not playing the victim role. It does affect them. You know how much it affects them? It affects them so much that Sukanya, Suki, who I think is really dope, has to, in my opinion, has to over-sexualize the shit out of herself just to get people's attention for her music. That's the saddest part of the whole shit, right? And then Masika, stupid ass. Okay, no. Mona Leo, the girl who's on the screen, she put on Twitter. I'm gonna leave her picture on the screen because y'all don't need to see the Twitter. I'm gonna jump to the Twitter when we talking about Mr. Chef Ways and his colorism antics that came into fruition for everybody to see, child. So Mona Leo said, I got some nasty ass messages since that interview dropped, and all I did was point out that I thought was the obvious. I stand by what I said about colorism still being a very real and prevalent issue, and there is no such thing as reverse colorism. There you go. So people are like, F them, you are correct. Somebody said, anytime a light skin says I was bullied for being light skinned, I immediately check out. She said, you handled the interview very well. Like, for real, I check out too. I just, in my mind, I'd be like, oh, okay, you were a B, you were horrible. Somebody told you, somebody told you you were freaking great. You were horrible to people, and that's why they was picking on you. Like, come on, cut this shit out. No, somebody else said, no, you are right. What she was describing was bullyism. Colorism, like racism, is systematic. It is political, social expectations, which all leads to difficulties with success for dark-skinned women. That is something she will never face being light-skinned. Okay. It's the particular light-skinned girls are only offended because they know they don't have any personality, education, sense of human stability, income, or anything of value, etc. Realize that they're getting by on the color tone of their skin. That's it, and it bothers the shit out of them. Because honestly, if you had so much fucking talent, why the hell are you up here asking this girl, this little 21-year-old child, about freaking colorism when you should trying to gaslight her? But then you see Masika, what's his name? Fetty Wap? Is it Fetty Wap? I don't know, child. I can't. Yeah, Fetty Wap, the one with one eye. Fetty Wap, baby mama. Talk about, the one you know the one. You know the one. Talking about reverse colorism 100% exists. Saying it doesn't exist is actually proof that it does. That's what you see. You would be like that's white people, that's racist white people talking points. You can't make this shit up. Like, you really wish sometimes that people would like literally be like, oh, I'm playing, or this is I seen a motherfucker throw a box of mice. All of this shit is for clout. I seen a motherfucker throw a box of mice on his mama or grandmama while they was fucking driving, almost killed every fucking body for a motherfucking click and a goddamn view, and the reality is you did all of this for a click and a view to try to stir up controversy, because the best way to get views in our fucking community, which fucking sucks, by the way, is to degrade black women, especially dark-skinned black women, okay? And pretend like you don't know what the fuck. Like, come on. That's why I'm not going to even show them. That's why you see what you see on this damn screen, okay? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Child, Prince Harry is out here tearing the royal family up, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, where are we now? So what? Let me go back to Masika comment. Cause somebody gonna post what she said. Hold on. The world came together around me on Sunday. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up this goddamn shit because she's stupid as hell. You know she dumb. I'm talking about Masika. You know she dumb, child. All right. These the same girls who gonna be who will sit up and be mad when the white girl steal they dude because she's lighter. But racism don't they on the verge of just say racism don't exist and you don't believe in it. Just say that and call it a day. Anyway, so then, child, then we jump to, let me pull this shit up. Hold up. Oops, did I close the page I actually wanted open? Probably, but fuck it. I'm gonna pull this up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Please, while I'm doing this, while we have a little quick intermission, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all social media platforms. Please follow, please subscribe, and remember to like this video. Okay, like it now, don't like it later. And drop a donation. Cash App, Super Chat. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $5, $10. Drop your girl a donation. Also, hold on. I got a donation. I believe it was yesterday. Shout out to y'all who be dropping donations when I'm not even live. The support. Hold on. Let me pull up her name and give her a shout out. Y'all know how I do. Hold on. Well, y'all just gonna have to wait. You already know the vibe. You know the vibe. Hold on. Miss Bailey dropped us $20 on Saturday. Yeah, that was Saturday. Thank you, Miss Bailey, for the $20. Thank you, $20. Thank you, $20. Okay. And on Friday, Tiffany dropped us $3. She said, for protect our Black women and girls, shake my head. So sad. Thank you, Tiffany, for your donation. Like I said, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. Thank you all. Okay. Please don't forget, Cash Apps are 100% appreciated. All right. Okay. So let's keep on with today's show. So now, we go on to this viral chef, child. This viral chef who lost his whole everything. Allegedly, apparently, he's losing everything because for the last couple of years, because he's a chef, lawyer, whatever. He's a colorist, right? He's a colorist. He don't like dark-skinned people. He don't like bigger women. Well, no, he just don't like Black women in general. I was about to say he don't like thick women because you're gonna see. I'm gonna also I'll pull up his Twitter comments because the shit is funny. Girls are tearing his ass apart. But y'all should see this dog laid up with his cock up. Anyway, so he doesn't like the dark-skinned women, or he don't like thick women, except if they're Asian women, because his fiance is one of them Asians that the white men don't want, or the Asian men don't want. So you know where they go. She got like a BBL or some shit, or she just thick, or she just like, the Americanized fat ones. And the Asians don't like that in their women in real life, right? So he got him a little white girl, a little Asian girl that the Asian dudes don't want, who it literally looked like the girls he is talking, the Black girls he's talking shit about, even the light-skinned Black girls he talking shit about. It is hysterical. So let me pull this up so y'all can see this loser. Okay, so y'all can see the title at least. So if you want to go read it, you can read it yourself. But this is on Yahoo News. It says viral chef loses deal following resurfaced tweets spewing hate towards Black women. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all digging up these trash. Oh, and he was out here trying to delete his tweets. Okay, some girls who he was talking shit about, they saved them shits. Shout out to the women who were like, no, you don't. She said, so The article says, so one popular chef on social media is working to do damage control after a series of old tweets resurfaced. Chef Way, whose real name is a nigga named Waymond, please. His name is Waymond. You cannot make this shit up. Waymond Wesley, child, his mom, somebody thought he was really gonna be, I don't know. Anyway, his name is, then he go by Chef Way. Anyway, Chef Way, oh shit. Yeah, I did that by mistake. Hold on. Well, y'all couldn't see it. Never mind. Chef Way, whose real name is Waymond Wesley. Like, okay. Received backlash from several women online who claimed he harassed them. Okay. I kind of want to show you. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Did I save it like this? No. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up then. I'm going to let y'all see. Okay. I'm going to let y'all see because it's not going to. Okay. Who claimed he harassed them via social media and came with receipts to match. You're a nasty man, wrote one Twitter user, okay? Coupled with screenshots of his previous tweets. That's what I'm talking about, okay? She said to those, he said after she blew his ass up, y'all want to go on her tweet page? Let's go on her page, child. She said, you're a nasty man. Hold on, let me, I don't know where this shit gonna take me. Hold on, let me see. She said, you are a nasty man. Okay. She tore that nigga up. She said, I got you. Okay, let's pull this shit up. Okay, we're going to read the article because it's only a 2-minute article. And then we're going to pull up, her page. Okay. So he trying to clean it up because he losing deals here and there. Okay, these niggas is losing. These, like I said, these bitches, they really tried to pull what's colorism. We don't know what that is, and then boom, here we go. You didn't know? Here's some examples. So this motherfucker gonna say Chef Waymond Wesley. To those I've heard with my past tweets that have resurfaced, I am deeply sorry. That was a moment in my life where I was sick in more ways than one. Cooking saved me. Nigga, ain't that much cooking in the world. I cook all the time. You have watched a flawed man heal. I will continue to heal and learn. Thank you for being along for the journey. No, bitch. No. Okay? No, boo. Why are people upset? The post in questions are under a different username than his current one. Is say Waymo the God and include comments made about dark-skinned women, a victim of police brutality, Sandra Bland, and women's body types. So he was out here talking about Sandra Bland. Okay. You commented on one of my pics on my old account and said my dark skin made me ugly. I was in high school, wrote another person via Twitter. They tearing that ass up. I loved it. She said, call me all type of butterface. You said if I was light skinned, I'd look better. Now you're a chef. That's crazy. It was also mentioned that Chef Wade changed his Twitter handle without realization that his old tweets may catch up on him. Absolute menace to society. Didn't even bother using a new account for your food. Stupid. The apology. Following the initial backlash, the chef issued an apology on both Twitter and Instagram. We read it already. To those I've heard with my past tweets from why he trying to act like 2005, 2016, like he wasn't a big ass grown ass man. Again, I don't give a fuck if he was 10. Like, what the fuck? But okay, he was still an adult. Okay, he was a big grown adult because the nigga like 40 now, so he's like 30 then. Okay, I am deeply sorry. That was a moment my ass. Anyway, the consequences. Not only was the apology not received by a lot of women that he hurt, Chef Wade also lost his partnership with San Francisco based Smart Kitchen Company. Good for them. They said we ended our official affiliation with Chef Wade again because he's a colorist douchebag and they don't want to be involved in it. Okay, all right. But I thought according to Masika and old girl, I thought colorism didn't exist. That's what they said. So let's go to Shorty page. Let's go to Shorty page because she's like, listen, it's 2023 and we're not doing this with y'all no more. I love it. Can I say that? I love it. It's 2023 and we're not doing this with y'all no more. Y'all sound stupid as hell if you think somebody has to deal with your with your colorist ways with a smile. Like, no thank you. No thank you. We're not dealing with white people gaslighting us. We damn sure not dealing with black people gaslighting us. You got it confused and you delusional. Okay? You got it confused and you delusional. So here's old girl Paige, okay, from London. Her retweet, she said, the way men used to talk about black women on this app. No, she retweeted it, my bad. Especially dark-skinned black women without consequences. If you call them out, you got attacked. A lot of women played along with these guys too. Again, because a lot of these women who played along with them are colorists themselves or just women who hate women. Those are the same women who sit up and watched and used to watch the Kevin Samuels of the world as he wanted to try to tear other black women down. You know, they just did not like other black women, darker skinned women. And you know, a lot of people feel like, well, if I get on this side, then they'll like me, and you know, I'll be an acceptable black woman. That's not how that works. That's just not how that works. But we'll continue. I'm trying to find her stuff where she talking about him, not Venezuela at this moment. Hold on. Somebody said, with his apology, you're strategically only apologizing on Twitter where you have 1,000 followers, blocking, deleting, and turning off comments on TikTok, the platform where you have 250,000 followers. You're not sorry, and you're definitely not fooling anybody. Hello, we already know. Come on, we know this. We already know this. But let's go where they posted it. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Trying to find it. When did she post it? She posted this yesterday, right? Brick house. Brick house. Sashay. Shantae. Brick house. Child, let me find this shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me pull this shit up. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Hold on. So how y'all doing while I'm looking for this shit? I hope y'all having a good day. Like I said, if you just got in, I'm having contact issues. Okay. I'm having contact lens issues. My eyes have, y'all know I be going through eye issues sometimes. So I'm having one of them issues. I've been having it since yesterday. Well, I had some appointments yesterday. I had some appointments yesterday, so that's really why I wasn't on here. But my eyes was also why I didn't come on later. Y'all know I wear contacts and I'm having like issues with my sight or whatever. So hold on, let me pull this back up. Okay, here we go. We could listen to some of these young ladies' titties.
The reason why I'm sharing this is Psst. Y'all got y'all teacups?
Yeah.
Let's sip.
Okay.
I came across this story and I found it very interesting.
Me too.
Have y'all seen this video and this creator?
What's up, guys? I blew the rent money on oxtails, so let's make a pasta with caramelized shallots and chanterelle mushrooms. So after you sell your kidney to get the oxtails, you want to season them with salt and pepper. We're going to sear them in a preheated carbon steel pan and then cook them in beef stock along with some shallots until they fall off the bone.
Now, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I saw that video, and I follow a bunch of different chefs on this app that are sharing their creativity through food. I followed this creator because of that video. Well, I've recently unfollowed him, as recently as this morning. Here's why.
I don't know if y'all been on Twitter today, but I was on Twitter today. And y'all know that viral video of that oxtail pasta?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the creator of that pasta has a very interesting past. With that being said, most of these tweets are old, but he's also a full-grown man when he made these tweets, right? So let's look at them.
It don't matter if he was a teenager.
I will not be reading these, by the way. Y'all can just pause and read. Interesting. Too black. This one's absolutely insane. Absolutely nuts. Pause and read that caption for me. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. And of course, here comes, the half apology.
There's always an apology.
Right? Now, this is what sent me. This is the original young lady whose tweet I saw to even bring me to the thread.
Next time, watch your mouth, or I'll be on your neck
We have to be very careful who we give a platform, especially, on these different apps. You can try to rebrand all you want to, but the internet is forever. And you were grown when you made these statements, sir. So this whole, I'm accountable now, we're not feeling it. Also, let's know, if you've been on Twitter a long time, you remember when the first couple of incidents with this character.
Listen. Like I said, I don't even care if he was a teenager, but yeah, he was big, and he's a lawyer. He was big and grown when he made them shits. He big and grown now. Okay, y'all want to see some of the tweets so we can pull them up so y'all can see the body type that should wear bikinis versus the body type that shouldn't. Side note, hold on, wait, let me pull this up. Side note, his Asian fiance looks like the thick black girl. His Asian fiance is built like the thick black girl. Ain't nothing wrong with the thick black girl. That's what his Asian fiance is built like. She ain't no little skinny, thin ass. No. Okay, so we already know the vibes. Let's stop playing. But you know one thing they said, we need to really be thinking about who we allow to on these fucking platforms. That's Angela fucking Simmons, child. He said real beauty versus weaves and lies. That's what he said in this one. Okay? I don't care when it was made. This woman is beautiful. What he said, she's to black. Okay. Okay. All right, let's continue. Somebody dropped a list of his paid partnerships. Shout out to people dropping a list. Shout out to people. Listen, you are accountable for what you say. You are accountable for what you say. I done said some crazy shit on fucking Twitter, but I stand by the bullshit that I say. You are accountable for what you say. Because again, it's like the girl said, social media is forever. He didn't even have the common sense to make a new goddamn Twitter. So look at this old nigga in the face. Look at him. Big and grown out here. But I just thought 20 minutes ago, we had two black women out here, full black women out here talking about colorism don't exist. But you know the gas of it all, that this colorist man right here wouldn't even date them. Okay? Because they look like the thick light-skinned woman in that picture that he was just shading the shit out of. Do you understand this fucking delusion of people? Like, oh, okay. As somebody said, they wish him the worst luck in the world. Yes, stop being so fucking decent. Stop being so decent. I'm tired of y'all. Always want to be decent. Always want to be saving the motherfucker. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Somebody, we don't really need to have no more conversations. Oh, look at this. She's garbage. His Asian fiance is built just like this, but she's garbage. Why is she garbage? Because she black. Shit, she the same complexion of Megan James and them and Kalika Masika, the ones who act like reverse racism was a thing. She's the same. This lady said, y'all rarely believe dark-skinned black women, but when we say some black men can be violently aggressive with their hate towards us simply because of our skin tone. Chef Wei is an example of that. He has a deep hatred for black women, and no amount of cooking could change that self-hatred. Okay? That ain't got none. And you know what? That ain't our fault. But you know what? We gonna work it out and get rid of him. Okay, what else we doing here? Child, they done pulled up all his shit. They done pulled up all his. Child, they trying to get his law degree taken away. Child, they out here trying to get people to call this man's HR. Okay, listen, the fuck. Remember, they trying to get the district attorney to take this nigga law degree away. I gotta make this smaller. They giving you the answer. I love my black women. Okay, Waymon Wesley the second. Okay, he got his, his boss. Child, they put all the information down. He just got his law degree. Okay, that mean in 2015, 16, he was still in college. He is still a fucking douchebag. Okay. She said it's always an ugly ass motherfucker talking shit. Okay, listen. All right, we done with this. Because we don't really need to showcase no more his asshole ways. Please don't forget to like this video. If you're in here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Normally, I am on screen, but like I said, if you just got here, my eyes are red, literally. I cannot put my contacts in, and the lights are hurting me, and y'all know I don't like to come on here with my glasses, child. I used to do that, but people try to shade me or whatever, so I don't even do that no more. Okay, so y'all just gonna have to deal with this until my eyes feel better, hopefully tomorrow. If not, I normally need like 2 or 3 days of my eyes to like rest and switch out. I done switched out my contacts for a new pair. So, well, I put a new pair in a container. Y'all know what the fuck I mean. So hopefully y'all see me face to face by tomorrow, or at least by Thursday. Okay. Now I'm gonna drop this link. If anybody want to jump on, please jump on. I'm going to jump in these comments. And please don't forget to like this channel. Follow me on my Twitter, because I'll be tweeting up a storm. And I want my Twitter to grow. Can I be honest? I actually want my Twitter to grow, even though Twitter is fucking going ballistic right now. But I want my Twitter to grow probably a little bit more than I want my Instagram to grow. Okay, my Instagram is cool. It's all right. But I want my Twitter to grow. So if you are on Twitter, even if you are not an active Twitter user, go subscribe to your girl. I'm Jovi Beauty. Okay, yes, I got that blue check and I paid for it. I don't give a okay. So and don't forget to donate to my channel. My Cash App is going across the screen. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms, even PayPal, child. So donate to your girl. I don't give a shit if it's $1, $2, $5 at all. Okay. Hey, Chelsea. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, besides my messed up eyes.
But I really wanted to jump on this conversation really, really quickly because I feel as though, here we go. I feel as though when we're talking about colorism in certain genres,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these girls need to be a little bit more self-aware or just be honest with yourself. When Megan asks, her about the colorism, Megan just started a podcast, she just started a show. So, those clickbait conversations is what gets the people going. Cool,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But Mona Leo, she needs to be for real. There are plenty of dark skinned rappers, female rappers that are successful in this field. And truth be told, I personally, and I don't know if it's because I'm a light skinned woman, I personally don't feel as though colorism plays an aspect in everybody's situation. Mona Leo is very beautiful. Very just physically, her features and things like that. And I don't believe that colorism has played a role in her career. Her music has played a role in her career. Her music is not that trend setting. There are a lot of dark skinned women like, Flo Millie, the City Girls, Ken the Men, I think Asian Doll some days, not all days, Callie, there Erica Banks. You know what I'm saying? There are many dark skinned, brown skinned women that are successful, but they have their own style. Mona Leo does not. You have not heard really a trending TikTok song or things like that. So I feel like for her to try to say that her career has not prospered because of colorism, it's not true. Your shit just really ain't that popping. And now everybody wants to bring up, well, Ice Spice is popping because she's light skinned. No, Ice is popping because her music sucks. And that's went viral. I was gonna say she ain't never gonna win a Grammy, but the way things been moving, child, shit, I wouldn't be surprised. But here's the thing: her music is popping, or you think it's popping because you see it in the headlines. Just because you see people's music in the headlines does not mean it's charting number one or she's going double, triple, diamond, or platinum. They're talking about her because her outfit sucks, her music sucks. She's overly sexualized. She says the most random things in her previous rap. She a real Bronx ghetto bitch. That's why her shit took off the way it did. I mean, she's utilizing her platform, the way she's supposed to. But to say that Ice Spice is the epitome of colorism in the rap community, that's not true. Because if that was the case, Nicki Minaj would have a Grammy right now. If all light skinned girls in this industry were successful, I think when we're talking about colorism, I personally don't believe in colorism because I think it's deeply rooted in the patriarchy of what man wants to put you on his smash or pass on Twitter or whatever the case may be. However, when we're talking about colorism in the workplace, especially when it comes to entertainment genres, colorism plays a part when you're a model, when you're a spokeswoman for different brands, or if you're someone who's in catalogs and stuff like that. That's where it's more believable to say that colorism plays in a part. We live in a world of social media. You control the narrative. You are your marketing and your PR kind of role. So you can't say as a rapper, oh, I would be so much further if I was light skinned. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because social media, this is where I said in the comments that colorism is more of a 90s thing. And back in the 90s, we didn't get to choose who our celebrity was or who was in the main role or who was going to be in the forefront of the it girls. On social media, we get to choose that. So if people are not choosing you, it's not because you're dark skin or brown skin or whatever the case may be. Your shit is just not interesting enough. And I feel like a lot of girls need to be honest about that. This is not the 90s where Lisa Ray and who else, Robin Givens or whatever, there are lead light skin, Sanaya Lathan, lead light skin roles that are given when it comes to talking about black women. It's not like that anymore. If the demographic of the audience you are marketing to is not choosing you, that's because of you. Another example of that is Lizzo. She was not getting chose by the black community. So what did she do? She went to an audience that was choosing her, which was the white people. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like Mona Leo is not that girl that could say, "Oh, colorism is the reason why I'm not." She's not an ugly girl. In all aspects of like Instagram baddie standards, she checks off every criteria.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot say that, "Oh, colorism is the reason." And that's what I feel like sometimes people throw that term out there.
I think that I don't know if well, I don't agree with you, but I thoroughly do believe in colorism, and I understand featureism. Like, I'm a beautiful girl. I'm dark skinned. I recognize the fact that because I'm a beautiful girl, my dark skin isn't held against me as much as someone who may not be as attractive as I am. I don't know if you can get that, because like you, when you started off, you did say you don't, because you live in a world where you are lighter. But to be realistic, as a dark skinned woman, right, I know I'm beautiful and I show up like that, right? So no one could tell me that I'm not. But I have, my features couldn't be a little, just like the girls that you listed. A lot of them have European features, right? That's why people might, just say, "Oh, she's pretty," and you can get, I guess maybe away with being darker because because you're extra pretty, or because you have a smaller nose, or because your lips aren't as pronounced, or whatever the situation is. And I'm not just saying that in like rap or entertainment, but I'm talking about just in life and in general.
And so do you think that because I see somebody in the comment also talking about featureism, so let's get into that. Where does the line no longer become colorism and solely on featureism? Because if we're still talking about colorism, what Hazel Lee is light. What's her name? Natalie Nunn is light skinned. Both of them are not revered as beautiful, and they got the light skin, green eyes, whatever. Both of them are not revered as this hierarchy of colorism. Oh, she's pretty just because. People drag them both all the time, and they don't particularly have certain features like you mentioned. So do you believe that maybe Mona Leo benefits from featureism? I feel like even if she was like, you're right.
I
Actually.
believe she does benefit from. Again, I'm too grown to know her songs. So
Don't.
I don't
She
know.
got two. That's what I'm trying to say. She only has two.
So she only
So
has two. So I will say she's a beautiful girl, and that helps her. Just like Cash Doll, I recognize that Cash Doll is a beautiful bad bitch, and because she looked the way she looked, it helps her. Because just like you said, just the aesthetics of it all. People like pretty people. Well, and okay, you dark skinned, but you pretty. So it's like when people say, you pretty for being a dark skinned girl. Like, it's wild to me, but like, it does not have to equate to, like you just said, like, who Hazel E. Hazel E's funny, a little funny looking now, but back in the day, she
no, back in the day, she was funnier looking. Google a Hazel Lee. Seriously, Google a Hazel Lee photo prior to Love and Hip Hop. Hollywood one. That bitch was funnier looking. She went and got a smaller nose. She went and got all of these surgeries and still not revered as somebody who is attractive. So when we say that the word, this is what okay. If people want to believe in colorism, like I said, I don't know people's plight.
Yeah.
I know what I went through growing up, and people can only give their opinions based on their own experience,
Exactly.
and that doesn't mean they're wrong. That's what I can't judge
Very
what I
true.
don't know.
Very true. Very true. I agree.
I'm specifically talking about this situation with Mona Leo because I see a lot of people talking about it. Yeah, she would be great. She would be great. How would she have been great? How would she have been further? How would she have been more critically acclaimed when you only have a
Two
mixtape?
songs. Okay.
You got two viral songs. So this is what I'm saying. I'm not here to argue that colorism exists or the systematic, dissertation of black women or whatever the case. I'm talking about people like Mona Leo who use that as a scapegoat to say, this is why I'm not successful. you can't be successful with 2 songs. I don't
Yeah.
care how many people repost Ice Spice. Ice Spice is not successful. She is not financially stable. She's not doing all of this just because you see her on TikTok or whatever the case may be. That's not
Yeah.
the level
That's
of
not the reality.
that's
Yeah.
not the reality of it. So I feel like why somebody said I'm a spoiled brat. Bitch.
Girl, get out the
But no,
chat.
but seriously, when I see a
And, not,
lot of
and again, ain't nothing wrong with being a spoiled brat. Okay, hello. More,
but
more, more little black girls, light skin and dark skin, need to grow up being spoiled brats. All right, we need that. We need that in this world. Continue.
but when I'm talking about is certain, I feel like certain rap artists
Mm-hmm.
like to say it's colorism is why I'm not successful, and that's not the case. You're
Okay.
not successful because you're not good. You're not successful is because your rollout is not good. You're not successful because your Y2K style that you're promoting and that you're pushing on your Instagram platform or all over, it's not trendsetting well to your audience or your demographic. That's why you're not successful. It has nothing to do. I feel like in this genre, in this not genre, in this generation, we
Mm-hmm.
get to choose our celebrities. We get to choose people who we think are worthy of being socially talked about or pop culture. If
Mm-hmm.
people if the people are not choosing you, it's not because of colorism. It's not because it's simply because you're just not doing it for the people. And I feel like with Mona Leo, that's the case.
Okay. Okay. Well, again, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going off what I see. I've never heard her song. I don't know anything
I
about.
know you have exactly.
I'm just going off of what she looked like, and but I will say her features will help her. I recognize that. I recognize the fact that being a pretty outweighs being dark skinned a lot of the times. So I will agree to an extent with what you're saying. I'm a pretty dark skinned girl, and that works for me. It works.
And everybody keeps saying, oh, she doesn't get the push. She doesn't get the push. What push are you talking about? These bitches is gyrating on TikTok every other week. What push are you saying that these people are getting? Here's the thing. When you're reading the Shade Room comments, the neighborhood talk, baller alert, they're not basing their marketing or their blog post off of you know whatever imaginary metric system that you think they have. They are basing it off of how many comments, how many likes that they're
Yeah.
getting. And when you see somebody posting, if you go to a Shade Room post, you can go find one. You can't because she ain't got no music out right now, ain't nothing going on right now, but go find a Shade Room post of Ice Spice and go through the comments. It's all negative, it's all shady, it's all negative, it's all making fun of her. Nothing about those posts are talking about her music. When you go, if you could find one, a post about Mona Leo, they're talking about how pretty she is, how attractive she is, or rap, whatever the case may be. So when you think that somebody is getting this big imaginary push from a machine, they're not. They are thriving off the negativity of people dragging these girls.
Mm.
And somebody's in the comments saying that light-skinned women do get pushed more in the media. They don't. They get a bigger women like Ice Spice get a bigger reaction because of everything around her. Same thing with Lizzo. Lizzo's a dark-skinned woman, but the reason why she's getting so much push is because she's bigger, because she's always half naked, because she's always doing something out of the ordinary when it comes to sexual. You guys are attributing social media recognition for success or a marketing push. And that's not the case. When Glorilla had her fucked up teeth and her frontal coming down her size 20 forehead, she was getting the most social media clout. Now that she's got new teeth, she got a better makeup artist, she got a better hairstylist. It's very rare, unless it's something scandalous, that you're getting posted on social media. It's not their music. Just because you see somebody repeatedly being talked about is not a marketing push.
Yeah, it's
Everything,
always, yeah, especially with Glorilla, you would think, but it's always some stupid shit
it's
that you
always
say.
something. It's always about what nutted on french fries. It's
Yeah.
about not paying the assistant. It's about arguing with the producers. Ever since she got quote unquote pretty or glue up, you ain't heard shit else about her music.
Mhm.
All these light-skinned rapper girls that you say are being pushed, nothing is talking about their music at all.
And at the end of the day, music is where they make their money.
Music is what Instagram likes is not paying the bills for these girls. Social media posts on the Shade Room is not paying the bills for these girls. Somebody said, you don't know what you're talking about. They do get pushed in the media. Okay, girl. Okay. I literally just explained it. All right, so if they're getting pushed in the media, why doesn't Glorilla Ice Spice have top 10 right now? Why are they not on the billboards right now?
Mm.
Why are all these lights? Why is Lotto not on the billboards right now? Why are all these other light skinned rappers that you guys are being promoted and pushed down our throat? Why are they not on the charts right now? Oh, they get sponsorships. Why are they not on the charts right now? Why is Saweetie done came out with every remix sample able to clear for her? Why is Saweetie's rap career not successful right now?
Yeah, she sold like 2,000 copies or some shit like that.
And thank you. A light-skinned girl who has fucked with Diddy's son, who has fucked with Quavo. She done fucked with everybody who is supposed to give her the golden ticket into success. She is the epitome of a biracial, light-skinned, chinky-eyed, Asian, skinny somehow, but I know her shit stinks by the way she eats. And everything. Saweetie has the whole pack. Why is she not successful in her chosen career right now?
Okay, you got a little bit of a point.
It's very much of a point.
Listen,
because
I still think Masika is a colorist and the chef is a colorist too.
And then a lot of things you also have to understand geographically. Those girls in LA are very much colorists because in LA, there are people who don't get into clubs or don't get into sections because they're not light enough. So they're living in a different reality than us girls in New York. In New York, you could be dark skinned and you could be light skinned and you're getting it as long as you fly, as long as you're pretty, and truth be told, as long as you got a name on you, you can get in anybody's section.
Yeah. That's true.
The only time we ever really bump heads when it comes to the club or the social aspect in New York is if you're Black or Hispanic.
Yeah.
The difference between those types of girls.
Yeah.
But in LA, they live a different life where yeah, you are getting into certain places based on your color. So when you're listening to conversations by Masika, she's too old to be in a club because didn't she just have a baby? But then also she's living in a different world than other people. But that's why I said I wanted to confine the conversation to Mana Leo specifically,
and
and her chosen career choice and how it doesn't correlate, how colorism from what I'm looking at, because you know me, Jovi, you know I'm good for pulling up people's stats and numbers.
Yes, you are.
Bitch. And what I'm looking at, it doesn't correlate with you being where colorism is blocking you. Your discovery, you don't have enough to say that I'm being blocked because you have no more to offer besides 2 mixtapes and 2 viral TikTok songs.
Okay. I get what you're saying. You're talking about in the music industry, but you're not saying it doesn't exist. You're just saying it's not affecting her.
It's not everybody. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't affect everybody when you're talking about certain things. If you're talking about, colorism, when you go to the club, they won't let certain girls in because of color. Okay, fine, that. If you're talking about colorism where, they're looking for a token Black girl for a job or something like that. Sure. If you're talking about a nigga who don't want to date a certain girl because of a certain complex, if you want to call that colorism, sure. I just call it I only date dark skinned niggas. The one time I dated a light skinned nigga, it did not work out for me. But everybody else been dark skinned. So
his colorist ass. No.
you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like when it comes to her, and also now I'm about to say, see, I didn't want this to be a long conversation, but I'm reading the chats. It's been a while since I've been on here. Somebody said, watch out. Yeah, somebody said, watch out for a light-skinned friend who leave you hanging like this and talk about you behind your back. I have been blessed to have dark-skinned friends where they don't, or at least they don't share with me. Them bitches be living a life of luxury. They are happy. They are in their soft life era. We go places without a problem. They don't come to me and say that they going through colorism, because every nigga they date basketball players, rappers, NBA, NFL. They have great successful businesses. They don't, I always say they don't come to me with the shit. I don't know. So I don't have these problems. And I definitely do not talk bad about my dark skinned friends. I hype them bitches up just like everybody else.
I feel you. All right, Chelsea. Thank you for coming up, though.
No problem. It was weighing on my spirit.
All right. And on a side note, I hope you're feeling better, girl.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know if you got my text, but thank you for reaching out to me.
I did.
All right.
All right.
So
have a good one, boo.
All right. Bye.
All right. So, I know where Chelsea was going with this when she jumped on here. I know that she's going with it. But I do comprehend, because I will say, as y'all know, I'm a dark-skinned woman. I think the way I show up, I allows me to have, or the way I look naturally, my phenotype, is that the word? Yes, my phenotype allows me to have a little bit of a different experience than some people. But I will also say I've experienced racism as hell. Colorism, yeah. But more racism than anything. But again, I also think, but I'm not a rapper, so and I also think phenotype and where you grew up matters. The Cash Dolls of the world, you're pretty. When you're pretty, I think a lot of the time that it outweighs a lot of things. How you show up in the world can outweigh certain things. There are a lot of ignorant people in this world, but I still feel like you should always show up, regardless of your complexion, like your shit don't fucking stink. You show up like your shit don't stink, and people will just be like, well, her shit don't stink. But okay, let me drop the link in case anybody else want to come on here. Okay. We're gonna be on here. We on here for a little bit longer. We at 116. Lord, y'all be on here, girl. Anyway, let's jump back into these comments. She said, what lighter skin and white skin experience sometimes is the backlash from privileges, not criticism of their skin itself. Dark skin literally is hated for their skin alone. Shake my damn head. She said their mothers did not discuss it with them. Megan either. And again, they grew up in both of these. It's not lost on me, but I believe Megan is from Texas as well. Hold on. Megan James. I believe Megan is from Texas as well. Where's she from? I'm gonna pull this shit up. Yeah, she's from Texas. So both of these girls, Masika and Megan, are from freaking Texas. And and I will say, I do agree. Like, can you stop licking yourself? This fucking dog is licking itself. I ain't gonna tell y'all what he licking, but he was licking. Hold on. I see you, Bella. Your device is not connected, so connect your stuff and I'll click on you in a moment. But what I was gonna say, oh yes, this is what I was gonna say, because y'all know I went to fashion school. I used to go Club Row back in the day when I was young and firm and shit, and sexy. I'm still firm and sexy and shit. Anyway, but you couldn't get into certain clubs. Well, it would be hard. It didn't matter if you were light skinned black or dark skinned black. You just couldn't get in because you were black to certain places unless you knew. Like I told y'all, I knew one of the bouncers. He grew up on my block, and I'm still a beautiful girl. And I showed up well, but that was the only reason that I was able to get into certain clubs. And there would be light skinned girls out there that couldn't get in, and it didn't matter that they were light skinned, because complexion don't matter to white people, because white people just be white people it up. Okay, hold on. It says you need to connect your mic. Okay, you need to connect your mic and cam before you can be added to the stream, sis. So do that. Okay, do that and get your stuff together, and then you click back on here. All right. All right, let's go back through the comments. Hello.
Hey Jovi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Okay,
Listening to you
girl.
on this listening to you on this broadcast. I wanted to say that I've been listening to you for a long time. This is my first time calling, but I do appreciate I just appreciate how, the game that you be given. I'm 28, so I listen to you just like listening to like a big sister.
Oh,
Because
thank
you really
you.
do help me out a lot.
I
More
and,
than you
and that's
probably know.
and that's why I do this. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But to go, okay, I'm a chocolate sister. I can't be on the camera because I'm working right now,
Okay.
but I'll keep it really short. So with Kelsey, I don't really agree with her at all. I know it's really, for me, it's kind of, it's a good it's good for me to hear other people's perspective to see like how they feel about certain things. But for me, it's just like we've had so many instances where we've seen darker complected women like Normani, like Justine Sky, Doechii, Flo Milli. Flo Milli just had a tour, but she's not being pushed like everybody else. I
Mm-hmm.
understand that you do need content or whatever. However, Glorilla didn't have that much content and she popped off. Cardi B didn't have that much content. I mean, granted, she did have social media and everything else, so maybe that's a difference.
Well,
But Ice
Cardi
Spice,
B should have been. Honestly, Cardi B was out here tearing. She probably should have been a YouTuber. I
okay.
will say she was out here tearing up Instagram, and
Hmm.
that helped her. We
Yeah.
she's annoying as shit, but we can't say that about her.
But the Ice Spices, like there's some other women that have like came and go, even with the Sweetie thing. Like I heard that she talked about Sweetie. But okay, we have Sweetie, but then we can compare that a Doechii, who does have her whole mixtape. She had a good single with Persuasive. I think she had a remix with SZA. She's a part of TDE. However, she didn't get any radio. I barely even heard her over the radio, and that was a pretty big song. As much
Mhm.
as y'all want to say, what is it called? You thought I was feeling you? That freaking song, like Persuasive, was just as big, if not bigger than that. But that didn't get the playlisting, that didn't get the radio, that didn't get the advertising. I think Kelsey was so stuck on blogs, but blogs don't make artists, and we all see that. It doesn't. We're talking about how come these girls can have really good songs, but they don't get the playlisting, they don't get the budget, they don't get the radio spins, because radio does make a difference. I don't care what nobody says, it really does. And playlisting, they don't get that. Even with Normani, like Normani is so touch and go, it's crazy. Justine Sky, she had content, but you don't see her posted up anywhere like you would see a her or LMA or hell, like Sweetie. Like let's just compare it to Sweetie. Like these women don't get half as much, and these people do have fan bases. You have a Flo Milli, like she sold out her tour multiple days, but she wasn't on Billboard last year. She wasn't on hardly any of these playlisting. Mona Leo and
Mhm.
Flo Milli, it's more than just two songs. Mona Leo does have more than just two songs that people do know about, but because she's not, and it's not even social media, it's just like the radio and the TikTok and all the other stuff. Like people need a team. These teams make these artists, regardless of however anybody feels about it. Yes, we as people, we do have a say who we make famous, but their teams are very, very important. And that push is very, very important. A lot of these people, we wouldn't even know their names if they didn't get the push that they have now. So that's just all I have to say. And as far as Cash Doll, I feel like Cash Doll probably would have been a lot further in her career, and maybe she was looked a little bit different. She's a beautiful woman, but she's had more songs than For Everybody. Like, even with Armand, I remember he used to make fun of her and say that Cash Doll would never happen. Cash Doll would never happen, and unfortunately, she didn't happen.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah, like, especially with the sweetie shit, there's no way. We have so many talented Black dark skinned women that they do have a social, like, people know who these people are, they just not getting pushed, and we have to ask why. And it's not their talent, it's not anything, because shit, excuse me, shoot, Dochi's a part of TDE. Shit, she has a good team. So what is it? I think it's a little bit more than just, oh, these people ain't popping because they don't have content. When they do have content, it's just they're not getting the money added into them the way that other people are. Why? Because they feel like they can't market that look. Come on now. But that's just my opinion. I hope you have a good day, honey.
Thank you so much, Taylor. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Bye.
All right, bye. Bella, it will not even let me click on you, sis. I don't know. Try to get another device. Well, you probably on your phone. I can't. I see your name, but it said device not connected, so I can't even click on you. Okay. We're gonna figure something out, girl. Just see if you could get it. If you get it, I'll pull you up. If anybody else want to pop up. The link is below. I would love to y'all opinion, because again, everyone's have a different opinion. Hold on. Okay. Everyone has a different opinion, and I love everybody's opinion. Y'all know, yeah, I can tell you, Jamie said, I can tell you white people don't see dark and light. They see black. I'm married to a white man and I'm in his family. I went to all of the white private schools, just me the first year. Then there was two of us. Yeah, white people just see black. It's black people who see light skin. White people just see black. I'm telling, that's why I recognize that. Especially like if we talk about the party scene. Again, I've never attempted to like party in LA, so I don't necessarily know, but I do know that you can't, from what I hear, it's, it's very based on color over there. It's not, it's not necessarily like that in the party scene here in New York. Okay, you just can't get in because you're black. Back in the days, the pink elephants. Look, I'm telling my age, child. The pink elephants of the world, all of them clubs that used to be on fucking 28th Street, child. I used to be all up and down them shits, okay? And I'm telling you, I only got in because one of the bouncers lived on my block growing up, and I beat him with a bat, okay? I beat him with a bat, and he was just like, just please let this bitch in. I think I told y'all the story about it. And if I wanted to go to another club, he would literally call down there and let them let me in, because it didn't, and again, it didn't matter if I was light skinned or whatever. I just was black. So I do recognize that, but I also do recognize that life is harder, especially in black culture, especially in certain things for dark-skinned women. Okay. And I also recognize the fact that my phenotype, right? My phenotype as a black woman, has helped me in this world. I sit up, shit, my fucking name is Jovi Beauty. You can't tell me I ain't a bad bitch. My phenotype has helped me. How I present myself in this world, has helped me. Now, maybe, yeah, the fact that maybe I don't have a big nose or whatever the freaking specific case is, my body type or whatever has helped me in this world. I recognize that. I'm not ignorant enough to be oblivious to that fact, right? We got to deal with the realities of what the fuck it is, right? But it's this the same way how the Masikas and what the fuck is her name? Again, Megan is still trying to get clickbait, but I really do believe they live in but even when Chelsea was talking, I about to say Kelsey, but even when Chelsea was talking about that, she's talking about the new age. But these girls are a little bit older. Masika's a little bit older. She grew up, the Hazel Eves of the world, they're a little bit older. She grew up in a world where, yeah, she's not aesthetically pretty, but she lived off of her complexion, right? She's not aesthetically pretty. Like her husband is garbage. He was younger than her. He's garbage, but she went after him because of his complexion and his hair texture, because she wanted a baby with a certain aesthetic, right? She could have been living her best life with the little short comedian dude. Don't ask me his name at this moment, but no, she needed to get her a lighter and brighter motherfucker to make sure that her baby would have been okay. Miss Berry said white people feel definitely less threatened by her because she's dark skinned. Okay. And they have tried to say slick things around her. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. The fact that she was talking about she brown, it does always, I feel weird when I look at girls and they're like, oh, I'm brown skinned, like the world, you're dark skinned to the world. But I feel you. Like, I feel you. I feel like I don't even feel like they light skinned. Honestly, I feel like these girls are like light brown, if anything. But like, okay. She says she's not dark skinned to me. Hermes, hey girl, I see you in a minute. She said black folks are so embarrassing with this. Listen, we got to deal with the reality of shit. Y'all know a lot of times I just be wanting to deal with the reality of shit and not what we want it to be. The fact that we still having these conversations in 22, listen, we're going to probably be having these fucking same conversations in 21, 23, okay? Well, not we, because we're going to be dead, but our great-grandchildren or whatever. Yeah, people would people tease for being light skinned, people tease for being dark skinned, people tease for being fat, people tease for being too skinny, people tease. There's a girl in my child. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me shut the hell up. I was about to say something about some little child, but let me mind my business, okay? It's super embarrassing. It is. We breed. I will say a lot of people breed, like literally have children based off of. That's why I always say, y'all ever notice that the prettiest motherfuckers be in the projects? It's always the pretty ass ghetto motherfuckers. Why? Because especially in low. I guess we also got to think about not economics. Shit, I was about to say I'm all smart, and then the word just fucking left my mind. Basically your social economic status, right? I always say is a bunch of pretty people in the projects because they don't really breed. A lot of us, just black people in general, right? We don't really, a lot of the times, don't breed or engage with people based off of anything other than like looks or what is deemed pretty or whatever or appropriate in those cultures. A lot of times what's closer to white, the closest you could get to white, the lightest girl you can get. That's why a lot of these girls out here look exactly the same. We've gotten to a point where we pull up pictures. I be pulling up pictures sometimes on this, and I'll be like, who's that? Because they all sort of, especially that, that lighter complexion, they all sort of morphed into the same goddamn person. Like, who's that? I gotta look and be like, oh, this is this person. Oh, that's that person. Hey, Couture, how you doing, boo? How you doing? Hermes said, I've had light-skinned girls feel away when I do better than them. Over the years, they'll say things and suggest that they are better than me. I laugh. I've always been told I'm pretty for a dark-skinned girl. I've had one person tell me that in my life. I ain't gonna hold you. And he was a nigga from the Bronx. And if you know anything about the Bronx, they got real color issues up there because there's so much Hispanics, especially Dominicans and shit. You know how the Dominicans give it up. So as the Black Americans in the Bronx, because there's a lot of Black Americans in the Bronx, they have a lot of color issues. And I remember it was this guy, like literally, he was dark, really, really dark skinned and like literally walked around with like Snoop braids. Like he thought he was Pimp Daddy or some shit. But like it was so wild. We were like in this like thing, and he was like, because but you're pretty for being dark skinned. And I thought, again, these things dumbfound me, especially when it comes from ignorant ass men, say it's like your issue is like you've been attacked your whole life because you're from the Bronx and you're so dark. So to deal with that, you want to take it out on darker skinned women and try to breed with the Hispanics of the world, those who will have you, so you can create a lighter version of yourself. It's kind of weird. But I personally don't let those things bother me that much. Racism bothers me a little bit more than colorism. I don't really give a shit. She said, I think the people who argue reverse colorism are not understanding that colorism is a systematic discrimination. Listen, they understand it. Like, stop. Like, we need to stop pretending like people don't have the common sense God gave them, because they do. They very much do. Again, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Side note, y'all, guess what happened yesterday? A couple of things happened yesterday, but I'll keep some close to my chest because, people be praying on your downfall or whatever. But this one thing I will tell y'all, because it is so fucking funny. So y'all know we are applying to boarding schools. Yo, while we got, mind you, most of the schools aren't even, the applications are literally due this week, right? They're due this week. But one school, it's a school that is in New York City. It's a private school, and they have a boarding. They accept. We didn't even do the interview. We didn't do the interview with them because we decided we wasn't gonna mess with them. But I guess they still got all the recommendations and all the grades and all of this shit. Child, yesterday we got an email. We are accepted. So even though it is literally our last choice, like, we would have to not get into no other freaking private schools / boarding schools, no specialized high schools here in New York City, or none of her regular high school, regular other 11 high school choices, and be down to be stuck at boys and girls, which if you're from Brooklyn, you know the vibes. If you don't, then I can't help you, for us to even consider this school. But nonetheless, we got accepted into our first private school yesterday. Okay, one of many to come. All right, just wanted to put that out there, let it be known. Shout out to my boo. Shout out to my boo. All right. Where we at now? We're gonna push it down. We're gonna push it down. We're gonna push it down. Okay. I gotta push it down because we at 146. So let's get down here. She said he married to an Asian butterface. He married to a thick Asian woman that the white men wouldn't want, that the Asian men definitely don't want. And while we talking about Wade, what's his name? Waymon Wilson. What the fuck was it? Waymon West. Some bullshit. Okay, some ghetto ass name. The ghetto ass name of it all. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. Lady Wisdom, she said, thank you, Jovi, for this topic. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Doechii. I honestly don't know who Doechii is. Y'all know I do not listen to this new age fanaticals. I only know the people that I got to report on. I ain't even gonna hold you. I am big and grown and big, and I don't but I believe y'all. I believe y'all. I believe all of y'all. Okay, I believe all of y'all. Where are we? Y'all should really see me squinting at the goddamn screen with my fucking glasses on, because the light is aggravating the shit out of me at this moment. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm literally sitting here in the dark with the nightstand with the light at my freaking thing on, and that's still aggravating the shit out of me. She said, how many light-skinned basic chicks do you see? It's a lot of light-skinned basic chicks. Basic is basic. Can I be real? Basic is basic. And I also think that being a basic bitch has a lot to do with things as well. How you, like I said, how you show up in this world. You can be beautiful as fuck, light skin or dark skin, and maybe even dark. It works harder against you if you show up, if you basic and you dark skin, of course, you know. But I also think the light skin girls get it too, because he was just, old boy was just trying to tear Angela Simmons apart as well. Okay, he was trying to tear Angela Simmons the fuck apart. But they, I guess, you know, and I, especially with our culture, and this ain't got nothing to do with rap, you know, it's a lot of being dark skinned. And listen, being dark skinned is not for the faint of heart. You gotta show up like you know who you are. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. If I didn't have the stuck up mama that I got, shout out to Mama Beauty. She out there working, minding her business, not being nosy. That's why she ain't been on here that much lately. She doing her things. Listen, when we tell you what she doing, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? But we'll get there when we get there. But to be a dark-skinned woman in this world, you have to show up like you know what it is. You have to show up like you know what it is. The fact that I show up like I know what it is, and you can't tell me I'm not beautiful, and that's just what it is. And I show up every day like that, okay? And I will also say, I know a lot of girls who I think are gorgeous. I think are fucking more beautiful than me, but they don't think so. And if you don't think so, the fuck. If you don't think so, you gonna have these girls who are, you gonna have the Hazel Eves of the world trying to make you feel ugly or some shit because they recognize that you're fucking beautiful, but you don't love yourself and nobody told you to because you're dark skinned and you weren't supposed to, right? You're dark skinned, so you weren't supposed to think you were baddie. You weren't supposed to think that you're fucking beautiful. So now you're gorgeous, but you live in the way of a gorilla, not a glorilla, a gorilla. No, let me not say that. You're living the way you think you a fucking gorilla. You think people telling you a gorilla and you fucking believe it. Nobody could tell me that shit. Nobody could tell me I'm a fucking roach. Nobody could tell me this shit. And it makes any sort of sense to me because I know I am fucking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. I think a lot of us darker skinned women need to raise our darker skinned daughters with a little bit more arrogance, with a little bit more, do you know who the fuck, have you seen me, ho? Have you seen me, ho? You know what I'm saying? I think that us dark-skinned women in general, a lot of the times, not from how we grew up, from grandmas and other, from this culture in general, from our generation putting it on yours. I don't know, from the older generation putting it on us, from slave, whatever the fuck. I think when we need to get to a point as dark-skinned women to not even allow these bitches to make us feel a way. Yeah, we could talk about them. I'm talking about a Megan James. I'm talking about a Masika and shit, but them bitches don't make me feel a way. People like that don't make me feel a way because I know what it is with me. People like that don't make me feel a way because I know I'm fucking beautiful and I'm going to show up in this world like the bad bitch my mama and my daddy and my cousins and everybody that I was surrounded with told me that I fucking was since I was a little girl, and I fucking believed it. Big glasses and all. They told me once I get my contacts, I'm killing it. And I believed them. And I show up in this world like that. So one thing I do want to say, just revolving colorism at all, one surefire way to help break it, I'm not saying to break it because, what the fuck, but to help break it is to allow our dark-skinned daughters to know that they shit seldom stinks. And I'm not pretty for a dark-skinned girl. I'm a bad bitch in general. I wouldn't want to be light skinned. You crazy? I wouldn't even look right light skinned. I love being dark and beautiful and looking the way that I fucking look and show up like that and live in that sort of world. Hello? 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 Hi.
Hi.
You on screen, girl.
There we go.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm at work too. So
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
so before I start, Jovi, I just started listening to you maybe about 2 months ago, and
Okay.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much, and you are like a big sister. And I appreciate, what you're doing. And I agree with you that as dark-skinned women, we do need to be a little more arrogant. We really do.
Yes.
Because like I'm 38 and I grew up in the 90s where, today they call it roasting, signifying. We used to call it hiking. Like we go back to your mama was so, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And you had to develop tough.
Yeah, you going out. We can't hear you. But we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Love, we can't hear you, boo. Hold on. Wait a
We gotta be arrogant with the clapbacks because it's like people do it to us because they know us.
Hello?
So when
Okay.
hello,
We didn't hear you. We didn't hear you that well before.
oh, I'm
You were
sorry.
going out.
What part did you hear?
Well, you were like, I guess the phone was far from your mouth. We only heard it really, really low.
Okay,
We heard you say we need to be more arrogant.
yes, we need to be more arrogant. It's like if someone says something about us that's disrespectful, I'm of the sort of when you go low, I go lower. So
Damn right.
if you say, for example, I forgot the name of those two podcasters that had said we don't do night rides.
Fresh and fit.
Fresh and fit. My response would have been, well, I don't do roaches and I'm not giving you 75 cents a day to feed the children. That would be my response. Like, because again, as Tupac said, they say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, the darker the flesh, the deeper the root.
Yep.
There is no lightness without darkness. Nothing grows without darkness. Being a dark-skinned person is not a sin. That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nothing comes out of just being light. You got to have a little bit of darkness. You got to have a little bit of color for that stuff to come out. I'm proud to be a dark-skinned woman. It's no shame in being that. And when people try to say, oh, it's reverse colorism, there's no such thing as reverse colorism. Colorism moves forward. It doesn't go backwards. So when you try to say, well, I got made fun of because what I look like, no, that's bullying, sis. That's not colorism. Somebody being called the tar baby or what we just saw what that chef did about Black women, that's colorism. Mm-hmm. And the sad part about it is he's a dark-skinned man. And I think this is where a lot of people get it confused about, well, there is no colorism because look at how dark-skinned men are promoted. There clearly isn't any colorism. But those are the main ones that perpetuate the colorism. Mm. And the dark-skinned women that are apologists because, well, I'm pretty. He ain't talking about me. Well, what happened to that girl over the summer with Trey Songz? She was dark-skinned and got booted out from his table because she was dark. But she said, well, he ain't never seen a pretty dark-skinned woman before. Sis, because you dark is the reason why you got kicked out. It don't have nothing to do with you being pretty.
Yeah.
The fact that you're dark by default, you not cute, so you gotta go. And that's what we gotta understand. People sit up here and try to play in our faces like, oh, it's an ugly girl argument. Oh, you shouldn't feel bad. Stop playing in my face. Because in the music industry, you had Kelly Rowland who talked about colorism. Matthew Knowles talked about colorism. Let's not be woefully obtuse. You had a lot of dark-skinned people in the entertainment industry talking about if they were light skinned, they would be put on. You got a lot of basic, no disrespect to my light skinned sisters. You got a lot of basic light skinned women that's out here being promoted and had no damn reason to be promoted. I don't care if Normali is boring. Normali is super talented. Why is she not being put up there? But I know if she was Beyonce's complexion, she would have been way up there. What happened to the India Iries, the Ladissis, right? What happened to those dark-skinned women? Ice Spice, no disrespect to Ice Spice, but let's keep it real. She basic.
Yeah.
She basic. But
she's a basic chick from the Bronx. Ain't nothing special about. Well, I'm from New York, so I just see her as a basic chick from the Bronx.
Right, like it's basic, but like Paul Mooney said, the complexion for the protection for the collection. Your skin protects you. They know being light skinned in the Black community is next to being white, and we know the Black community worships whiteness. So if you're closer to whiteness, you're gonna get a pass on a lot of things.
Yeah.
If you light, you right. If you brown, you can stick around. But if you dark, stay back. Like, we got to stop acting like we don't know this and we don't perpetuate this. And I would just say this to my dark-skinned women. Listen, be arrogant. Yes. Everybody like how chocolate look. They like how chocolate feel. They like how chocolate tastes. But they want to sit up here and try to play in your face in public, but want to rub and touch on you and say how beautiful you are in private. Hey, if you can't respect me and cherish me in public, you can't have no parts of me in private. And get y'all roast game up. Don't be having these people sitting up here telling you ugly and you this and you that. It's just like 50 Cent was trying to compare Notori Norton to Goro from Mortal Kombat. I'm like, time out. Hold the phone. If I put you next to Goro and Kintaro because I'm a gamer, y'all look like distant cousins. There's always you creatures with them chiclet teeth who always got something to say. No, you can't take away my joy. Don't get mad because you don't like yourself and you're trying to project that on me. Baby, I'm Juicy and Gucci. Yeah. Stop. So dark-skinned sisters, stop. You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Jovi, like you said, people got the good sense God gave them. They just want to be obtuse. If they sitting up here saying reverse colorism, sis, you win, you got it. Because I know what the deal is. I'm not finna explain to y'all. I'm not arguing with you. Yeah. Not arguing with you. You got it. What I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to put on my coconut oil. I'm going to stand down here in the sun, watch my beautiful chocolate skin glisten, and watch you all look with envy and look with amazement. Because ain't nothing wrong with being chocolate. Dark-skinned women, hold y'all head up. Hold y'all head up. Please hold your head up. Teach your daughters to be arrogant. Get your roast game up. Stop letting these people who hate themselves and jealous of you got something to say. Stop letting people play in your face and gaslight you. Come on, y'all. We got to do better than this. Get your roast game up. I don't do roaches, so we even. Now what? Because you can't say nothing else to a dark-skinned woman that's going to make her feel bad. We done heard it all before. Yeah. You got something else better to say? You know, so that's pretty much what I, wanted to say. I appreciate you having me on your live. Keep doing what you're doing. And y'all have a good day.
Have a good day, sis. Appreciate you coming up.
No problem.
All right. Bye. Well, yeah, I definitely agree with, like, stop letting people tell you who you are. I agree with that. Stop letting people tell you who you are. Stop letting people affect you, like, because a lot of these motherfuckers is ugly as shit. Like the Hazelies of the world, like the audacity, like the nerve. Like, you can't, like, I will say that. She said Cat Williams. Thank y'all. Y'all know I don't even know when the names when I be doing them. We need more ladies. We need more likes, ladies and gentlemen. Come like this video, subscribe, and donate to your girl's channel. Let me check the likes. Let me see where we at with the likes. If I don't like where the likes are and I don't get a donation, I'm out of here. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, we have 146 people in here. No, we need more likes. I was just my 100th like. Okay, I was just my 100 like. So I need at least 25 of y'all to like this some more. Okay. Mm. Come on, like this channel. Y'all like this channel. Okay, thank you so much. And again, if you want to click on a link and drop up here and tell me your perception, you're very much welcome to come up on here. She said, Couture said, I had one man say I was pretty for a black woman. Mind you, his wife is Mexican and plus size. Ignore these men and women. Oh, oh my Lord. Well, I see y'all going off on Chelsea. Chelsea was y'all gotta remember Chelsea does marketing. Chelsea was talking about the promotion and the music industry. She did, because we did make her clarify that she does believe in colorism. It's just she was saying that she didn't believe that it pushed. She basically was trying to say that she said she believed in colorism, because I was trying to wait and listen to what the fuck she was trying to say. She said it, but she was saying that she thinks that these certain girls aren't big because they have no personality. Basically, they have no personality and they have no real presence. And the light-skinned girls that y'all are referring to, like the Ice Spices of the world, yeah, people are talking about them because they show up foolish. That's basically what she was saying. Listen, I was listening. Y'all know I Chelsea child, but I was listening. All right, we at 110. I need y'all to pump these likes up, or somebody needs to donate. You see, I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Donate to your girl. Hi girl, how you been? How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Yes, I cannot believe it. We got the email, and you know what's wild? The most schools aren't gonna come out until March, right? March 10th. You know, that's basically private school day. It's like Ivy Day, child. So us getting, I already told about we cannot check no emails on March 10th until she gets home from school, you know, because some schools are going to send emails, some schools you got to log into the portal. But it just blew. We actually, I think I told y'all, we went and visit this school. It's in Manhattan. We actually went and visited the school, but like I said, we kind of did an interview. We did initial interview at the school, but we didn't do the official interview, and we didn't even fill out the essays. Child, but I guess the recommendations and the grades, they were like, you're accepted. So now I'm waiting to see what sort of admission, and I will say they do have a sister school in Massachusetts that is a boarding school, which is cool or whatever, but like I said, this is literally our like last choice. I guess that's why they send out decisions so early, child. They be trying to make people, what's that? The girl upstairs jumping rope. Child, listen. Anyway, y'all hear that? The girl upstairs whole key jumping rope. Anyway, yes, please send a donation. Okay, Jovi Beauty, not just Jovi B girl, Jovi Beauty on Cash App, etc., etc. Y'all know the vibes. She said, yeah, my cousin lived in the Bronx. I was from Brooklyn. The colorists I met were from Queens, Philly, and Miami, most notably. Yeah, the Bronx is very bad. I will say, like, it's wild up there. Like, of course, you know, it's in Brooklyn, of course, you know, but like, like I say, I remember when I was like in my 20s, like 19, let me not even say 20s, when I was like 18, 19, I used to chill with my homegirls on her block. I ain't gonna tell you the block, but it's in Crown Heights. It's ghetto, okay? We used to call this block the projects, not just like the whole block, it was like projects. Anyway, and there was these girls that lived on like the corner of the block. You know what? And I say this now, it's like I say this then. It's like they weren't winning, but I never understood why. Like I knew people that were like, so it was like a a family, and they were like, all of them was like high yellow, the girls in the house. And like, I never understood why it was drama with the back and forth. You know, they had drama with certain people and certain people had drama with them. It's just like, it never made sense to me because I didn't really think they were so fucking amazing, or, you know, or why anybody would allow anyone to make them feel less than, or just feel less than because you know, or even though this guy that's from up the block might, you know, might like her and only be talking to her because she light skinned, that's really her fucking loss. At the end of the day, that's like, they're not getting, you know, somebody dating you because you light skin, you're not really getting anything special, right? Because he's more than likely a fucking douchebag. It's like these white women who think they're getting, you know, they're getting a prize. You know, they're getting the worst men in our culture, like this, like the Chef Way, right? They're getting the worst men in our culture. Somebody chooses you based off because, you know, you're high yellow, like that says a lot about them, right? That says a lot about them and a lot about how garbage they are as like a man, right? But then I also don't get allowing other people to question your badness, to question your self-worth because they're lighter than you, or because some ignorant ass nigga tried to make you feel less than. I say you have to be able to stand on your shit. Me personally, Chelsea Backchild. Chelsea, get out the comments, but I'm about to click on you anyway. But I don't feel like you should be letting people make you feel less than, you know, because of your freaking complexion. That shit just sound crazy to me. That's how I am. Hey, girl.
I hate when I gotta explain again and again
Girl.
and again. Because I already got I cannot believe you be with da 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 da. Here's my stance on colorism as a whole. I don't believe that colorism is an ailment or holds certain women back the way it did. It was prevalent and it was in your face in the 90s. Now, if a nigga, just like Chef Way, nobody now, and I feel like this is a conversation that people bring up, and they bring up their horror stories from like fucking middle school or high school or stuff they see on Twitter. If a nigga was to come out of his mouth now and say that, oh, dark-skinned women are this, that, and the third, we've seen it time and time again in our generation to what happens to those type of men. And Chef Way, whatever his name is a perfect example of they will drag you to no end and try to take your business and stuff like that. What I was saying about Mana Leo was her specific situation when it came to colorism, why I did not feel like it was prevalent or even a valid excuse to why her career has not taken off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you kind of touched on it when you're talking about colorism of people saying, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, or a guy preferring a light skin. That is all superficial, and that is shit that shouldn't matter to you. It really shouldn't matter. If somebody has a preference on and they're dumb enough to say that, half those time those niggas talking about, oh, I don't like dark-skinned women, they're coming from a dark-skinned mama. They got their own fucking issues, and I just don't feel like, I feel like certain women, when they use colorism, it has to make sense. And I feel like Mana Leo in that situation did not make sense, because you're talking about why your career has not taken off. Your career has not taken off because there's nothing for your career. Your experience, your work history is not long enough to fit on a notepad. So no, you haven't taken, and it has nothing to do with the color of her skin.
Okay. I agree. I did say what you meant.
Like, I don't get. It's always like, we still suffer for color. We're not talking about you. We're talking about her. She does not, and that's not gaslighting. If she was so genuinely talented and successful, she would have been put on. In this generation of social media, we get to choose the people who are the it girls, or who are the people that we want to listen to. And if people don't if they don't gravitate to you, that is because of you. Somebody said people don't get jobs because of colorism. Do you know how? Oh my God.
I told you to get out the chat. I can't hear you. Hold on. What? Is it just me? Maybe it's my mic. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I hear you. Okay, I can hear you now.
Man, I don't even want the conversation, because I didn't even want, my opinion had nothing to do with colorism and who got hurt in middle school and high school about whatever. So I was just about to go into a story or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna just leave it alone. When I was talking about, I don't believe colorism had anything to do with Mona Leo's career in that conversation, I truly believe that the evidence proves it, the numbers show it. That's just really what it is. You can't, in the rap music genre, you cannot say that the light-skinned girls are having more success because they're getting posted on the Shade Room in the Neighborhood Talk. Because clearly, what? Saweetie, perfect example. You have 13 million followers. Not even 1% of the people even bought your album, listened to it, streamed it. So with all that push and all that social media marketing that you believe that certain light-skinned girls are getting, it's not generating into dollars. So who cares?
Okay. Well, yeah. If it's not generating to dollars, it's just a fetish.
It's just show, and it's just attention. If we're talking about somebody who's just getting attention, sure, Ice Spice, Glorilla, and Saweetie get the most attention. They don't get the most money. They don't get the most plays. They don't get the most shows. So what do you really, what worth is that? And what value or discrediting is that taking from another woman of a darker complexion?
Okay, I hear what you're saying. You're basically saying, yeah, okay, people might you might see them on the Shade Room, but they have no value. Your light skin does not translate into dollars. Their light skins does not translate into dollars. Like a lot of these high yellow girls does not translate into good baby fathers, good husbands.
Exactly. It's not true. So to say colorism is affecting certain aspects, you have to show me that it's taking away from you in some way. And it's not. Somebody said, is Glorilla light skin? What? That girl is translucent.
She's very light. Somebody said Ice Spice was beautiful and sexy. I think she's a Bronx girl who's a little thotty. I don't think she's that amazing, but that's just me. That's just me.
Oh my goodness.
But I told you, get out the comments. I don't know why you read all these comments.
Love to take certain things and just drag it further than what I'm talking about, a specific genre, and I'm talking about a specific isolated incident of where colorism is not a factor in someone's career benefit or discrediting. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming back up here, girl.
I might come back up in here again.
Lord have mercy. Don't let people trigger you. You know, you said what you said and you stand by it. And listen, too much people be wavering in their fucking opinions. So stand by your beliefs.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna go back into the bushes. But
all
you
right.
know I'm there.
All right, good. Oh my Lord. Listen, I understand what. Let's take a step back and understand what she is trying to. She's talking about that girl, Mona Leo specifically, and even saying, and she's kind of right. I ain't gonna hold you. I be streaming Sweetie a little bit, a little, what? I like the song Best Friend. I've not streamed her new album. I've not, you know what I'm saying? We talk about Sweetie to me is like a little influencer, but I comprehend that her light skin and all of that shit does not translate into her rap career taking off the way that it wants to take off. Right? They talk about these girls. I just saw somebody in the chat talking about Ice Spice. Ice Spice is just a regular girl from the Bronx to me. Ice Spice is not even in the Bronx. She wouldn't be necessarily even be considered valuable, just like Cardi B. Everybody's obsessed outside of the culture, but in Cardi B, like, look at Cardi B. Cardi B has too many, even though she out here calling people roaches and all that shit, she has too many black features to be valuable over there, right? But over there is in the Bronx, right? Bronx niggas wouldn't really want to get with her. That's why she dates black men, right? Because the Hispanic men ain't messing with her complexion. But Cardi B, say what you want, she has personality. And her personality is what got her on Love and Hip Hop, acting a fucking psychopath. And her personality is what got people watching her when she starts streaming on the IG, or she ain't on YouTube yet. Everybody trying to be a YouTuber now. Anyway, but it's her personality, right? It's the personality that really helps a lot of these girls when it comes to that aspect of transitioning. Okay, yeah, somebody might be colorist and want to put you on the shade room, or want to put you on site, or want to push you on the stuff. But again, if you go look in the comments, a lot of people are dragging them. Somebody putting you on there for aesthetic purposes, yeah, but is that also translating into dollars, right? We talk about Normani. Normani is competing with a lot of the girls who she was in a group with. If I remember correctly, Normani was in a group with a whole bunch of white girls, and she had to deal with all of that, with all of that tension and all of that shit. And we also have to deal with, I like Normani, but Normani ain't really got a personality. And this generation, the last 5-10 social media generation, personality is key. Personality is important, whether you light skin, whether you dark skin, whether you whatever. Personality is very fucking much important, right? It's very much important. Yo, we could talk about Glorilla and her music and shit taking off, but I also will sit there and be like, but Glorilla ain't pretty, in my opinion. My opinion. I don't know. Again, I'm black, I'm dark. I love me. You might want to call me whatever. I consider myself dark skinned, the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself dark skinned, the motherfucker. I don't consider myself brown skinned and no foolishness like that. I consider myself dark skinned. I consider myself beautiful. And I want us to stop allowing other people to trigger us and make us feel less valuable. Okay, you should be able to hear what Chelsea said without being triggered. And this is for anybody, right? Really, without being triggered, to make you feel to bubble up, shit that people, because if you know who you are, if you know you a bad bitch, I know I'm a bad bitch. Ain't nobody could tell me I ain't a bad bitch. Ain't nobody could tell me I ain't a bad bitch. And if you think that my dark skin ass growing up here, with big bifocal glasses on and 4C here, ain't been teased or whatever, you fucking confused. But that don't change the fact that I know that I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. And ain't nobody, whether she light skin, dark skin, white, or Asian, could tell me that I'm not. Nobody. That's where we need to be at. That's what we need to start talking about more. Implementing that into our girl children, so our girl children won't be triggered by dumbasses who say shit like that. So like Chef Wade, when some asshole, not even raising boys who think stupid shit like that, right? When some nigga say some shit like that, just like completely like just moving his ass out the way, right? Somebody said the light skin band in his back. Y'all niggas is crazy. She said if she would have been judged by the way she looks and act in the black community, probably in her community, Cardi B is not favorable in her culture. I need y'all to comprehend that. She's not favorable. That's why she dates black dudes. That's why like Chef Wade, we talk about his wife, his fiance, she's Asian, but she's not favorable in her community. So she's with a black man. You know, again, no one's saying that it's not there. Again, I've been told I'm pretty for being a dark-skinned girl. I don't know what the fuck, you know, but again, am I bothered by it? Some ignorant ass nigga who is darker than me, who I comprehend has self-hate issues, his damn self, because he probably had a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans talking shit about him and telling him he's ugly his whole fucking life. I'm not gonna let him affect me. I'm not going to let nobody like that affect me and the value that I see in myself because they don't like themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. I don't want y'all to allow these people to make y'all feel like you're less than, you know. And let's change the word suffer. Let's say colorism exists. Don't say suffer. Don't say suffer. Don't say suffer. I wouldn't want to say that. Don't say suffer. Don't say suffer. I don't like that word when we talking about. I don't suffer. I'm not. My complexion is not a bad thing to me. I don't go fuck if there's some Hispanics out here who don't fucking like it. I fucked you, or some Black Americans, or some. I don't give a fuck. I know who I am. And I know that I'm a bad bitch, and I don't give a fuck what you say. And I know that your ugly ass, if you think you better than me because you light skinned, that is your delusion, and that's your delusion. Right? I don't like that word suffer. She says, sweetie tone deaf, that's all. She said, he said it 6 years ago, and no one they're holding his ass accountable now, Mimi. Hold these people accountable, but hold them accountable like we held Masika accountable. We held what the fuck is her name? Megan James accountable, right? For being dumbasses. Right? But it's not a suffrage that I'm dark skinned. I wouldn't want to be light skinned. I don't want to be light skinned. Let's be very clear. If I could be a couple shades lighter, I wouldn't like myself. I love who I am. It's no suffering. I think we need to change the verbiage a little bit and stop allowing other people to tell us our fucking value. Taylor said colorism is still prevalent, but we can agree to disagree. I don't think she said it wasn't prevalent, but I don't know. Maybe I misheard a child. Chelsea is not mixed race. Chelsea is just a lighter skinned black girl. She's not mixed race. She's not mixed race. A lot of these Megan James ain't mixed race. Malika, cause see what the fuck her name is. She ain't mixed race too. These are just girls who are lighter skinned and they probably have different experiences. Cool, you know, it is what it is. But and however, as a dark skinned woman, I need us to allow ourselves to have a different experience. Okay. Now let me finish up these comments so I can get the hell up out of here, because we on 2 hours at this point, and I know this is a topic, child. We're gonna be on here for like 5. Y'all know I ain't about that 8-hour live stream life. Taylor said people don't get jobs because of colorism, but cool. Yeah, people don't get jobs because of racism, colorism, you know. Shit. But like I said, Chelsea, she was talking about social media presence and the markability of people. Okay. And that it does not translate into dollars. You know, but I get it. She said, but Ice Spice, Laurent said, but Ice Spice get boasted because she's light-skinned and viral. In the black community, Ice Spice ain't all that in the Bronx either. I'm telling you, to the niggas, yeah. But to the Dominicans and the Puerto Rican, no. She has too many black features. Her hair too curly. She said, don't dark-skinned women still get talked bad about? It doesn't stay just in elementary school. Who the fuck is talking bad about you? Like, listen, I don't know, y'all. I just feel like, personally, this is my personal experience. Again, my personal experience is nobody else's experience. My personal experience is like, fuck these people. How you show up is how you show up. If you believe and if you know you beautiful, people will only say and do shit to trigger you if they feel you don't have the self-confidence to back that shit up. I really feel like that's also, yes, colorism exists. Yes, racism exists. Yes, all of this shit. But I also feel like people go after and say shit like that to people that they know they can trigger with that. People that they know they can trigger with that, they say fuck shit to. And I ain't gonna say that people ain't sit here and tell you, oh, you ugly because you that's what I'm saying. We need to have more value in ourselves. If we were more stuck up and have more value in ourselves, nigga can't tell me I ain't fucking beautiful. Nigga can't tell me I'm not fucking beautiful. So people don't come and tell me that dumb shit, because it's not going to trigger me, right? But I will say I've seen girls, and I've said this before, who are way more beautiful than I ever could be. And they get told shit like that. People have told them shit like that. Why? Because they can. Because they can. Because they know they can. And because they know you feel negatively about yourself to an extent that they know that they could trigger you. Ain't nobody say no shit like that to me. Ain't nobody say no shit like that. People like to say, and you think if they even attempted to, that I would give a fuck. Because I know it's bullshit. Because I know what I look like. I know what the fuck I look like. Ain't nobody gonna tell me, even if they want to say, shit, I've seen people call me Jovi ugly on fucking, on videos that they wanted to fucking talk shit about me. I don't watch it. I don't give a fuck, because, again, I don't watch people trying to talk shit about me. And people attempting to try to trigger something that is not there, so they can't trigger it. It's not gonna make me feel a way. Like, my point is, and I need to make this shit clear for the women out here who look like me, might be a little lighter than me, might be a little darker than me. I need y'all to show up with more self-confidence, more self-love. Fuck up Megan James and them, or Masika with the and what they fucking think. This bitch is married right now. Masika Kalika. She's married right now to a fucking colorist who does not provide for her or her family. Hello? Who does not provide for her. Who she out here, this is the same girl, again, who's out here talking about it's wild to be married and still showing up single. Hello? I know a lot of dark-skinned women who live their best fucking lives. Their best. Taken care of and provided for because they know who the fuck they are, which means they attract men who know what it is. The dude that I told y'all that told me I was pretty for being dark skinned, I wasn't attracted. It was just I used to be in this program back in the day. I was 18, 19, whatever. But he was just in the program. I would never attract nobody like that who tell me my value, who try to downplay my fucking value. They want to, like the other girl said who came up here, I forgot, I think her name was Love. They want to love you in the closet. Like the big girls, right? Like the big girls who allow niggas to love them in the closet, but you don't got the self-respect to stand up and say you is that bitch. right? You is that bitch, and if you can't love me in front of every fucking body, don't love me at all. I don't think she cute either. I ain't gonna hold you one damn. I don't think she cute one damn. Okay. And yeah, she lighted in the Masikas of the world, in the Megan Jameses. She said, "Don't make money if it don't make sense." She said OG was taken off the show. OG was taken off the show. She was. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down because I'm about to get up out of here. She says she making more money than being a rapper. Yeah, because she eats weird. Because she's weird. Not because she, again, and I do listen to Sweet. When I work out, I ain't gonna hold you. I got about 4 Sweetie songs on my shit. I go lie. I got about 4 Sweetie songs, but not this new album. I ain't hear a lick of that shit. But you know, the break, the takeoff. Is it takeoff? I don't remember, child. The ex Quavo, the ex breakup song. You know, the one she got with Doja Cat or whatever. She said, "Harpo, who these people?" All right, let's get out of here, y'all, because I'm high-key hungry. Did I out y'all? Anyway, this is it, and we need to show up like that for real. Our complexion, our features, and don't let people tell you otherwise. Don't let people be able to trigger you so fucking much. Like these niggas get on here like the Fresh and Fits of the world, and y'all be in their comments and just drag, you know, and just y'all be watching the shit. Y'all be giving these niggas views and millions of dollars and views and comments, and want to get on they platform arguing. I told y'all, even when Kevin Samuel was alive, people had asked me, "Oh, you should call into his show." And da-da-da. Why the fuck would I do that? Why? To argue my value? Are you fucking delusional? Come on. It's wild to me. I just said I'm dark skinned. Who the fuck is brown? Are you dumb? Are you did I ever say I'm brown skinned? I don't say I'm brown skinned. I am dark skinned. I am dark skinned. I am dark skinned. I never in my life said I'm brown skinned. I actually think it's weird when girls my complexion say they brown skin. It's wanting to be anything but. And that again is a part of the problem. People can see a bitch won't ever. I'll be on a fucking Megan James thing. She won't come and ask me no shit like this. But again, Mona Leo, I will say, is the type of girl who says she brown skin when she obviously dark skin. So a motherfucker know they could trigger you, and they gonna trigger you. Fuck that. Stand in your shit. She said he's a lawyer. Well, we could go to law school. We educated in a motherfucker. Fuck him. Y'all, again, we gonna take people are trying to take his credentials away from him. Go call and let them take his credentials instead of being online fucking giving this nigga view or going on his TikTok, giving him even more views to make more money. She is not favored in her fucking in Dominican, Puerto Rican, what the fuck she is from DR. She not favored. She ain't. She's not. She is for not. She said, Miss Dark and Lovely said, so to change this, we got to only support the ones that don't get the support. This is why Black women follow train is important. If you look on TikTok, it's mainly brown and dark skinned women, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it too. Okay, let's go down because I honestly do want to get out of here. Get empowered in. We need to get empowered in. That's like Black men who say like, oh, white people stand in our way, but then, you know, they want to DoorDash instead of going and actually doing something with their lives to get empowered in. Get empowered in. Get in power. Stop that. Or stop going after a career with which is saying that your fucking value is caught up in your complexion. Then, yeah, it's to me. I don't like it. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like it. I ain't gonna hold you. Exactly. Jovi, men has been a whole dating tactics around triggering women like this is called. Yeah, they trigger you, and they you allow these crusty ass niggas in your life who hate themselves, hate their mamas, but you fucking with them. Who won't even fucking acknowledge that they dating you, but you fuck like that is like what the fuck? No, y'all are better than that. I personally think we are better than that. I fucking know I am. You're better than that. We deal with enough shit in this world just being Black. And that too. People only fucking with you because they feel a way. But you so caught up, fuck them. Your shit don't stink. Living in the world, start teaching your Black daughters that they shit don't stink. Start teaching your sons of all complexions that Black girls, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, and they shit don't stink. Start showing up like you know who the fuck you are. These white bitches feel a way when we around them. We are godly. But if you don't comprehend it, ain't nobody can help you comprehend it. Like I said, I was watching this Jenny and Georgia, some shit on fucking Netflix about a little teenage girl and her mama and all of this shit. Like her, you know, trying to get in with all of these white people and, you know, and all of this, trying to conform. Stop. You don't need to. And the whole time I'm thinking, but the Black girl's trying to fuck with you, sis. The Black girl's trying to fuck with you, sis. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to. And I understand that might sound difficult, but you can only control you and yours. And if everybody could, you can say, yeah, the world is fuck, you know, the world is bigger than us. Racism is going to, yeah. But what about you specifically? What about your daughters? Don't teach your daughters that people going to hate them because they're dark skinned. Teach them that they're beautiful and their dark skin is fucking godly. Teach them that. Teach them that. Teach them that they're beautiful. Pour that shit into them. Pour that shit into them. A lot of the problems also with a lot of people, especially when I grew up, people didn't pour that shit into them. I am a stank, stuck up bitch. I don't give a fuck. They poured that shit into my Black ass early. They doubled down on it. Early as fuck. Early. All the girls in my family, especially because we all come in different, well, y'all know my parents are Panamanian. We all come from the lightest to the fucking darkest. They poured that shit in us. We bad. From the lightest to the darkest. We bad. That's it. Ain't no conversation about it. Ain't nobody gonna make me feel away, even if they wanted to. You think I ain't go to school with bitches who felt the way I got into a fight with this bitch? I ain't gonna tell you her name. I was about to say her name, child. Her first, middle, and last name. In the 9th grade, 9 times. The light skin look. She looked like what's her fucking name? Hazel E. Miss Piggy than a motherfucker. And you know why we got into a fight 9 fucking times in the 9th grade? 9 times, y'all. So bad I had to leave the school. We just decided, let me just get the fuck out of here and go to a new goddamn school, because this bitch won't stop, because she could not comprehend why I did not think her shit didn't stink. She did not comprehend why I didn't feel a way about her little fucking comments, and I would come back for that ass. She didn't comprehend that shit. She didn't comprehend how she would want to be in class and want to act like her shit didn't stink, even though she was fucking ugly, in my opinion. She was ugly. And tried to make all the girls in the class who was darker feel a way about themselves, but that wasn't gonna fly with the Joe, because I know who the fuck I look. I know what the fuck I look like, and that was before I even got my first pair of fucking contacts. 9 times me and this bitch went to town, tore that ass up every fucking time. 9 fucking fights. Why? Because she refused to not stop until I got in my motherfucking place. And ain't no bitch gonna put me in my motherfucking place. My place is above you, hoe. That's how I gave it up. That's how I think I need y'all to give it up. It don't matter what they think about themselves if you know who the fuck you are. 9 times. You know that bitch at right now? Last time I seen her, working at a fucking 99-cent store. Whole lot. When I was corporate, before I was a YouTube star. Working in a 99-cent store that I went to. Gag. The gag is on who? Not the Joe. I'm going to leave that at that. Let me go through these last little bit of comments that hit this bottom, and then we out of here. I'm going to leave that at that. I swear to you, I had to leave the fucking school. My mom, we was just tired of this bitch because she wouldn't stop. She refused to stop. And I was not going to swallow none of that shit. None of it with my big old bifocals. None of it with my 4C hair. Not a fucking dollop of it. I couldn't swallow it at all. And even when we came to the fucking parent-teacher meeting, my mama talking to her mama tore that ass up verbally. We ain't here for that. I need y'all to teach y'all girl children, especially your dark-skinned people in your family. You're not here for that. Don't let people tell you who the fuck you are. Don't let people tell you you ain't that bitch. Don't let people tell you your value is not because you a fucking, yes, we still live, Raina, but we about to get the fuck up out of here right now. Don't let people tell you that you ain't the shit. Don't let people do that shit. I don't give a fuck if I don't give a fuck. High yellow, green eye, fucking, I'll tell you her name. Her name was Lana. Bitch, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Are you gonna say any fucking thing to try to degrade me, try to make me feel less than, try to make me, so yo Miss Piggy ass could feel better about yourself. That's what that was. It ain't have shit to do with me. Her ass looked like Miss motherfucking Piggy. I kid you not. But she needed to make me feel a way. And because I did not feel a way about my complexion, 9 fucking fights. And did you think that made me feel bad about myself? Not a fucking one. I tore that ass up verbally, physically. I tore that ass up. Verbally, physically. Ghetto bird, bitch. Damn right. She was a bird. She was a high bird. Tore that ass up. Don't let people tell you who the fuck you are. Do not let people tell you who the fuck you are. All right? And I'm done. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, my eyes heal. Well, I'm going to see y'all anyway. But hopefully y'all can see me.